I want us to look at 2D and 3D trigonometry, right? We're not gonna do this question, but I'm gonna give you all a tip on how to work through these types of questions per se, right? All I'm gonna say is that one mistake I've seen matriculants and grade 11s do is that they'll go and literally start highlighting on top of these things and writing the angles, and by the time you realize you would literally have diagrams, you would have your diagram on top of another diagram on top of another diagram that you have drawn yourself. And you don't want to have that. Now, let me show you how you would do this one. Let's go through it together. They say that in the diagram, C is the foot of a vertical building and D is the top of the same building, right? They're saying that the height of the building CD is 16 meters. Then they say that two observers are standing 19 meters apart from each other, which is B and A, like they say that A and B, where A, B, and C lie on the same horizontal plane. So meaning that A, B, C are on the same plane, meaning that they are all on the ground per se. Okay. Then they say that a painter is working at point E on the building. There's point E there, just right on CD. Then they say that the angle of elevation of D, where's D here? Yes, of D from A is 46,85. Then angle DEB, which is DEB, is 122, and BCA is 105. Right now, check how I'll do this one. The first thing that you do is that separate the triangles, right? Remember that A, B, C, they're on the same horizontal, so meaning that they would literally be on the my bad, they would literally be on the same uh horizontal plane per se, right? So meaning that we would have C, then we would have B, then we would have A. Then after that we would have DCA, right? We would have DCA, then we have DCA, right? That is our second one. Then the last one that would have it would be ECB, right? ECB. All right, so we have E, C, then B. Then obviously here we have a 90-degree angle, we have a 90. I'm just putting in the values there so that we can see. Here at A, the thingy, here at A, here on DC, we have the angle 46,85, as you can see there. Then the angle of C here, we were given as 105,61. Right. Now, we are also given BA or AB as 19. Then you're also given CD as 16. Right. Now, I want you all to see something. Now, since you have these triangles separated, everything becomes easier. Why does it become easier? Because you know that when you look at these two, the only thing that you'd be doing with them is that you would use trigonometry. What do I mean by that? You would use your saw, car, tor. So I'm sure everybody knows the sine, opposite, hypotenuse, cos, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Then then tan being the opposite over adjacent. That's what you're gonna do when you have your right angle triangles. But when it comes to this one, the one without a right angle triangle, what you're going to do here is that you're gonna use the sine rule and you're also gonna use the cos rule, and the last one you're gonna use the area rule. Right. So let's look at 8.1, for example. We're not going to go through it, but see something. Calculate the length of AC, the distance between the observer A and the foot of the building. So AC, you come to the first one here. You cannot use it. Why? You can't use it because you can't use the sine rule, the cos rule, and the area rule here because there's not enough information for you to go through it. Let's look at this one, the second one, DCA. DCA, can we use it? Yes, we can use it to find AC. How would we use it? We would use trigonometry. But what is it that we're going to use in that trigonometry? We basically are going to use what? We're gonna use opposite and thingy and the adjacent. So you're gonna use the tan of the 46,85 being equals to the opposite here, which is DC, given as what? As 16 divided by what? The AC that we are supposed to find AC. Then now the only unknown is AC. Then you go and find whatever that you need to find. Right. Then obviously, the value here, you would get whatever value, then you'd continue that way. So this way, everything is literally compact and you can understand it. So try it in this way in your in other questions and tell me how it goes.